see all of you today. I hope you're happy to see me as well. It was 85 degrees in my apartment. I was not able to sleep last night thinking of the presentation for this morning. And I wake up and I look at the mirror and I behold my face. 2 more years and I'll be 40 years old. And I praise God that I'm still alive. I saw my brows and my wrinkles and I said, Lord, the elements of the earth are so harsh. But the smile, I'm trying to encourage myself, you know what? The Lord can still use you with your smile. And so today, I hope that you could see a smiling speaker in your midst today. The Lord is good. All the time. Look around you and try to imagine those people that you missed today. And next time, remind them how much you miss them and that you want them to see you will see them again on Saturday. I would just like to speak to you in a very direct and simple way that I can. And the message of the hour is very common. And I hope you can see in your screen. Do you know where this picture was taken from? Anybody would make a guess? What's the picture you're looking at? Garden. Okay, what else? Can anybody say, what do you see in there? Trees? Are there trees there? Give me a place. Okay, it's in Israel. But do you know that place that you're looking at right now is where Matthew 24 was spoken. It's the Mount of Olives. And in the Bible, it says there in Matthew chapter 24, verse 3, it says there, now as he sat on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us, when will these things be, and what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age? We are so very familiar with this text. It's so Adventist to study this text today. And I would like to reconnect with you as a Seventh-day Adventist Christian about what Jesus was trying to say when he was in the Mount of Olives. When I was there I was taking this picture from the vantage point of Jerusalem, of the old city of Jerusalem. And so I was imagining myself when I was in the Mount of Olives where Jesus was looking at the old city of Jerusalem, and he was telling his disciples, or his disciples were asking him about his second coming. I was imagining that the disciples were so excited to see once again Jesus. And Jesus replied to them, and this is recorded in Matthew 24, verses 4 to 5. You can see that in your screen. And Jesus answered and said to them, take heed. Take heed that no one deceives you. That's the first warning of Jesus. For many will come in my name, saying, I'm the Christ, and will deceive many. And then it continues to say there that Jesus tells the disciples about the signs of the second coming. I will not elaborate, but I would just like to show this to you so that you will be reminded today that Jesus spoke these words in Psalm 3. The signs in the nature, earthquakes. Think for a moment, and this was one of the signs in the natural world, that Jesus had spoken to his disciples. The worst earthquake that happened in this world is November 1, 1755, in Lisbon, Portugal, where it literally shook the world. And then so forth and so on, there's so many earthquakes. The signs in the sun, the signs in the moon, when the earth was darkened at one point in 1780. The sign in the stars. You can imagine, friends, that the signs in the natural world are fulfilling. And that's not only what happens in this time. There's also signs in the religious world. The Bible tells us that there will be great religious awakening. And also there will be preaching of the gospel. And also there will be religious decline and a resurgence of the papacy and the decline of religious freedom. These are the signs that Jesus was telling his disciples. An increase in wickedness. And it further says there, it surged in world crime. Just imagine for a while that the sign that Jesus was telling us is fast fulfilling. What else, friends? Sexual revolution. Is it happening? It's happening in our time. Wars and calamities that are coming. Natural disaster. How many natural disasters have we seen on TV just right now? I don't need to elaborate. Furthermore, the Bible tells us about famines. It tells us about plagues. It tells us about many other things. I'd like to make this point to you this morning. Christ's words were fulfilled. And Christ's words are fulfilled. And Christ's words will be fulfilled. Do you believe so? Do you believe so, dearly beloved? And that simply leads me today to remind all of you to be ready. Matthew 24, verse 36, the Bible tells us there that of the day and of the hour, no one knows. Not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only. And now let us go to this verse that is so familiar to all of us as Seventh Day Adventist Christians. It's found in Titus chapter 2, verses 11 to 14. And the Bible tells us there, for the grace of God. I like that. Titus chapter 2. I like to